So hey guys, I'm back with another video, and this time it's gonna be, as I promised, my my actual debt tracker from the month of March. So if you're new to my channel, welcome back. Well, welcome. My name is Cheryl, and I do make cleaning and so far budgeting videos for that average everyday single mom family. This is my budget. Hopefully this inspires other single mothers out there to get on a journey to financial freedom. And if you're a returning viewer, then welcome back. Before I go any further, just don't forget to subscribe and hit the little bell for notifications of my next upload. So let's get into it. So basically today's video is going to be an updated debt tracker and debt snowball payoff plan for March. So far into my payoff plan, I have paid off my Walmart card and I've paid off my Victoria's Secret. So I do just want to go back to January, and hopefully you guys can see this and I'm not out of the frame, because baby, I'm always out of the frame. So this is my original debt payoff plan. This is what I started for January, and essentially I plan off trying to get all my debts paid off by July 2019. So since we are in March, so far in January I've paid off my Walmart, and in February I paid off my Victoria's Secret. If you don't know what the snowball method is, it's just basically you list your debts from lowest to greatest. And basically the idea is, once you start knocking out the smaller ones, you snowball that money into larger payments to knock out the larger one. So it's like, it's a ripple effect, and obviously the snowball just keeps getting bigger and bigger because you're not spending the money, you're not splitting the money in between all these debts. It would just be one. So this was my original debt payoff plan. If you haven't seen that video, you could surely go and check it out if you haven't. I didn't do one for February only because I had some little mishaps or whatever, but in the end I got my debt paid off, you know, like on plan, like I have. So now we're in March, and because I have gotten Walmart and Victoria's Secret paid off, I have room to attack something else that I didn't have on that list. But when I thought about it, if you watched that January video, I did say if I start paying those things off, I want to start attacking my car payment as well. So I'm just gonna list my debt for this month. Well, not for this month, but it's gonna be for the next 5 months, and you guys can see how I plan on getting rid of that debt. Okay, so obviously, you know that Cheryl is not prepared and she doesn't have her calculator, because this is what I do all the time. So I will be using the Caffeinated Cat little debt tracker and debt snowball kit. I do have these little extra functional items, and I do have, I believe, like these flags and then like the 2 washies. I haven't decided like how I'm going to do it, and I believe this is one big washi. Yeah, it doesn't have a strip, so we'll just figure out the little snap, the debt snowball in there. So right now I'm just gonna lay down this washi, and guys, I don't know what it is and with me and these washi strips. I'm added on my car and I'm added on my cell phone. Now this is just for the purpose of me keeping track of it. I do have a plan with T-Mobile, and I do currently have the iPhone 8 Plus. If you don't know, T-Mobile doesn't have like phones that you could basically like the old way, you just put a deposit down and you owe the phone, you actually pay off the phone or whatever. And currently I just thought that it would just be a good idea just to pay off the phone. That way that can lower my actual cell phone bill. So I'm just going to list my debts, the balances, the minimum payment, the additional payments that I plan on making this month, and when they're due. So that's what I'm just going to do here. And I don't know if this black pen, I like it. But for some reason when I write with it, I feel like it's going like in and out when I write. The actual red probably did better, but I'm just going to do it. And how I'm listing these debt is will be from the largest to the smallest. I should do the smallest to the largest. Yeah, I'll do the smallest to the largest. So obviously we have my cell phone. And just make sure you guys can see that, because my last video, child, that thing was, after I got done with the washi, I guess sis was just like, no. Okay, so my usual payment on there is $24, right? But I do plan on making an additional $24 payment this month, and this will be due on 3/6. And hopefully this is in between the lines, because sis been having a hard time with that too. So the next thing is my Capital One. Okay, and that balance is $1,015.13.
And the minimum payment for this right now is $77. And I do plan on making $123 extra payment. And this is due on 3/3. And then the next one is Chase. And I owe on that $2,112.39. And the minimum payment for that is $70. I won't be making an additional payment on this. And this is due on 3/15. And then the next one is the Big Kahuna, which is my car loan. And that is $14,863. Minimum payment is $424 on this. And for right now, I won't be making any additional payments. And this is basically bi-weekly that it happens. So this is split up into 2 payments. They come out every 2 weeks, basically. So this is my debt. I'm just going to put this down so I can, and hopefully I don't have a hard time with this, because I've just been having a hard time with washing in general. Because I want it to look nice, even though it shouldn't really matter. And for the most part, I want to make sure that
So you see how, look how I write. I think it's just like a left-handed thing, like when I do it, because I'm writing sideways. So of course I don't have my little ruler out already. Actually I might not know where the thing is at. If I don't, I'll just take like a little card or whatever, because I don't have time to look for that and make this video any longer with my workload than it is. But I will have it for the next video. And I do like caffeinated, oh here we go. I do like Caffeinated Cats videos so far. Well, videos, what am I talking about? The kits so far, I feel like they're very easy, and I don't have to sit here and figure out, you know, what it is that I'm doing, because it's already like there, like it's just easier, so to say. And I'm never in, I feel like I should do these lines beforehand, because what always happens is that it's this. I'm never inside like the little designated space, but whatever. This is for my eyes, and I guess your guys' eyes, but y'all don't really care, right? All right, so now I'm just gonna do my totals with you guys. So 408 plus 115.13. 39 and 14,863. Okay, so my total will be 18,398 and 52 cents. And the minimum payments that I will be making for this month will be $603. Additional payments I will be making is $147. And obviously this is not no like due date on that. But for the most part, this is my debt. Now, if you did look back at my January debt payoff plan, as far, I did say that I wasn't really that pressed to attack my card just yet. Only because, as I stated before, because of my credit utilization, my credit score is seriously tanked. So my focus is to get these off so I could get my credit utilization higher, and then I could go ahead and attack my car loan. My car loan is probably the only thing that has been consistently in good standing and is actually helping my credit score from completely tanking. So my goal is not to attack this, but to be aware of it. So when I get a little bit of extra money, I can start putting that towards there. But for the most part, these two is going to be my focus. And then I'll go ahead and get Chase on out of here because just a small little tip. If I don't kind of stay on track with these payments, especially with Chase, I end up paying a late fee. And then I have the interest on top of there. So I want to try to get these paid off as fast as I can so that I can start attacking this, and then obviously get, you know, my little hoopty. It's not a hoopty though. But, you know, get my little thing paid off so I don't have to worry about owing anybody anything, okay? So now I'm just going to put a separator.
Yeah. And we're going to show my debt snowball for the month. I do have a little washi strip, and I feel like these kits are so cute and really
practical as to where I'm not sitting here with a whole bunch of extra stickers and really like no use for it. So, you know, I even found, you know, things for this, little scripts and the functional stickers and stuff like icons is what I hear people calling them, you know, use for it. But yeah, let's go. What, Leah? Sometimes when you do this like kids, just find the right time to be all up in your biz-naive. And they have been out of school for this week. So baby, it has been a little extra, I must say. So I'm gonna do this, and maybe I'm gonna do this because I don't need that much space. See how that looks? It's just like a little header, and it keeps it. I think that looks cute. Not that it's about cute, but cute sometimes is functional because it makes me want to look at it. And I think about, you know, if I didn't have this debt, all, you know, basically all this extra money could be in my pocket. That's so that's the goal. All right, so basically trying to think if I'm going to use these flags. I only have 3, so I would need 2 more, and I don't have 2 more, but let me see, because I do have another kit from her, and I was thinking about maybe just, you know, I have the April kit from her, so maybe instead of me using the things, did I get the extra one with the, I would have had to, maybe I didn't. Sinking funds, debt tracker. Oh, they're right here, obviously, does show it off. I'm just thinking, like, if I want to do one, am I going to do this next one? I think the next one I'll probably do is, but I did buy a debt tracker here. Maybe I won't, like, obviously I don't want this to become redundant that every month I'm doing a debt snowball, because if I mention it here, I just would like to leave it like that way. Maybe I won't do an update till May, just like I did January and then I did March. Yeah, I'll do it like that. So I'll use the extra flags for that, because I do need 2 more. So I will do that like that. Look at me. Look at me. Okay. So I'm just gonna do this. And we're gonna write. So in March, basically, and see, I feel like this pen is skipping, whereas the other one is basically, hold on. Maybe I don't want to leave this one like this. I'll do it like this. So I have the 2 lines. I think that's better. Okay, so obviously I have the, so in March I have $123 that I'm gonna put to Capital One, and we're just gonna put CO for that, and then $24 to my CP, which would be cell phone. And actually, I keep doing this because technically, well, no, that's right. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put the total here, so you just will be able to see where I'll be at with these, like where my balances would be, because I won't be doing another update. So by the end of March, hopefully, okay, and do I want to do that? Do I have anything right here? I just want to, because I have enough space to put March, April, May, June, July. Yeah, I have enough space. I just want to use the whole paper because I need to. And then for Capital One, so basically let's put 306 is going to be the total for my cell phone after I make these payments. And I'm just so I could show you in April where I'm going to be at, so you can see the progress, because I probably won't be making like a extra debt snowball thing of a jiggy. And then this is gonna be 8, 15, 13. This is gonna be Capital One. So these will be after I make this payment, and I'll just go see. Watch this. Use a calculator. Because that is horrible. Oh, I can't win for losing, you know. Okay, so let's put April. So in April, sorry guys, my sister called me because she is annoying. Okay, so in April, I plan on making another additional $200 payment towards Capital One, and then another $24 to my cell phone. Now let's see if we can make this line better. That's a little bit better, but it didn't start off like that. Okay, so I'm just gonna give you the totals after that. And 815. And if you're wondering probably where I'm gonna have this extra money, just because you know, obviously what you foresee in April is like I haven't did a budget, but it's only because I do foresee me probably having my taxes back. My taxes back. I already got a date for my my state, so I know that's coming. That's coming soon. And then the federal always, for me, always takes a little bit longer for some reason. I don't know why. I don't know why. But that's where I plan on doing it. And if you haven't seen my budget for my tax return, please go and check that video out, because I do have the additional money that I have. I do plan on, out of that, after I do everything else that I budgeted for, to roll over for debt, $600. So I do plan on using that accordingly. So again, in May, I plan on, and this is obviously, I plan on doing the minimums on time. Even because once I get it down to a certain amount and I stay on time, the payments is not going to be backed up. Obviously, the minimum payment will increase, but I still would just basically do like the 77 plus the 123. And obviously, this is the whole point of me doing a debt tracker every month, and probably not a debt snowball, because it would just eventually end up showing you the additional payment that I plan on making anyway. But just to knock this out, and this is stretched out over the next 5 months, but it probably can happen before then, only because as long as I knock these out, I have additional income, especially at the end of the month, for me. And I could basically, you know, have ways to, you know, money needs a place to go because for me, I'll just buy a whole bunch of food, and that is my biggest thing. Okay, so I'll be putting another $200 on my Capital One. And this is all while still making, you know, my minimums or everything else. And then an additional $24 on my cell phone bill. So my totals for the month of May will be 615.13. Take away 200 equals 415.13 left on my Capital One, and then it will be 258. Take away 48 for my cell phone, and that would just be what's left on my cell phone. And maybe I should just use the rule. I don't care, but I wanted to look at least a little bit decent. Like, damn. Yeah, we'll do June here and July there. So now in June is going to be the same thing. And June's going to be a little bit different because I haven't decided, you know, based on what it is. Because, well, no, it is going to be what it is. So I'm going to put another 200 on my Capital One, and then another extra $24 on my cell phone. And then my totals after I do that will be 415. This will give me 215.13 on my Capital One, and then 162 on my cell phone. So now I'll just do this, and I'll just put this here, because at this point I'll just pay both of them off. So ooh, that's kind of spliff. Let me fix that. Because when you go back to look at it, sis be hit. Okay, so basically, by the time July comes, this is what my total will be. I'll have $215.13 left for Capital One and $162 for my cell phone bill, and I'm just gonna white this out. Even though sis don't do a good job with the white out, I just feel like that looked a little bit too tacky. So and it's only because my whiteout keep doing this. I'll just let that dry a little bit. Wow. And then basically by the end of June, it'll have me set up for July. And then when May comes, you will see, like, because obviously in July I'll start attacking Chase. Now this is my plan. With push come to shove, I don't get my federal until maybe until here or whatever. I'm not gonna for the most part, I don't, and that looks a lot better. I don't think that it's going to take that long to come, just because I was like early bird filer, only because if I tell you the story of last year, what happened to me, you guys wouldn't believe it. Girl, I just got stories and stories for days. But for the most part, this is going to be my debt snowboard plan, and this is my debt tracker to get myself basically out of, it's almost about, well, let's just add it up. It's almost like $3,500 in credit card debt. Because I don't obviously have Victoria's Secret or yes, $3,127, and that'd be $3,127 in credit card debt. So this be my goal to pay it off in the next 5 months. Obviously, if I buckle down with my with my budgets and stuff, it can and it probably will be paid off sooner, but probably just to do it in a timely fashion. This is what I'm gonna do, just to be the safe. If I'm only gonna go off of my state check, which I will have at the end of February, and my salary, which obviously is not going to change. I am up for a review, honestly. So if I do get a raise, it will happen in April. So we'll just see. I didn't get a raise last year, which was kind of fucked up, but it is what it is. You work smarter, not harder. You feel me? And you figure that out. But for the most part, this is going to be my debt payoff plan and my debt tracker. Hopefully, I know that a lot of people have probably higher debt than I do, and some people probably have lower debt than I do. But hopefully this helps somebody out there. I have been struggling And I just feel like for me, constantly paying rent every month when I probably could be in a house, and that is my goal for me and my child to be in a house, and I want to build my own house. So these are my steps towards me getting that house, and it starts with fixing up my credit, and hopefully I could start saving some money and banking some money so that I won't necessarily need a loan to get a house. We'll see. But I will say that by the way that my 2018 ended, and probably the way that my 2019 began, I feel like I'm in a good place financially. And obviously, as I explained to you guys before, I do bonus every quarter. Your sis or your girl, or however you want to call me, or just this person that you're watching on this video, has not bonused at her job in the last year, ever since they changed like our bonus structure and everything like that. So I have not had that extra money to depend on every 4 months. So it's been kind of difficult, and which is why I'm kind of almost in this position now, because I almost depend on that money a little bit. But that is a lesson, and sometimes God works in mysterious ways just to show you, what you need to be doing and the focus that you need to have, because a lot of people don't bonus at their jobs and they figure it out every month. So I'm just going to end it here before I keep on rambling. This is going to be my plan for the month of March, and the next, my debt snowball plan. This is my debt, and this is how I plan on attacking it. And if you guys would like to see any more of my videos and an update on this debt and on my debt and my debt snowball, don't forget to subscribe, and also don't forget to hit the little bell for notifications of my next upload, and I will see you guys later. Yeah, yeah, oh, oh, oh. Yeah, yeah, oh, oh, oh.